Okay, market recap time. So I'm going to start doing these every week, I think, and maybe try and get them out Friday or Saturday, just so there's time to watch it before um, Monday's market open or whatever. But for now, I'm just going to do this one on a Sunday evening, and yeah, this is the first time I'm doing it. So if I fumble through it or a little bit or whatever, then I don't care. You'll get the idea. Um, so just recapping prior week and sort of looking forward to the coming week. We'll start with the industries page, and on a 1 week basis, this is a pretty good mix of returns. Services led over 4%. Basic materials also up over 4%. And then industrial goods almost 4%, 3.8%. And what else? Tech 2.7, consumer goods 2.8. So tech and consumer pretty balanced. And then laggards, utilities, which is not a big deal because actually I kind of like when utilities lag because it's like people are getting more risky in the market. And then financials are whatever. I mean, financials have been on a big run, so having a average week is kind of expected. If we look through the subsectors, what was leading? Well, we've got a lot of things that are up, 5, 6, 7, 8%, up to some of these ones that have large numbers. There's not a lot of things in the set. So yeah, 3 things in the set. That's not that important. Okay. And we're back. Apartment stores, department store, or apparel stores, department stores. Pretty good. Oil and gas. This is a pretty broad mix. So, what were the worst sectors? Silver. This is probably a pretty common occurrence, seems like. And airlines, kind of surprising. Gold, flat. So, rest in peace, Schiff. Okay, so that's sort of our sector and industry breakdown for the week. I mean, pretty strong across the board. I like this blend of performance. It's pretty broad based, and you sort of have the right sectors leading and lagging, where the market seems fine, or at least it's happy with what it's doing. I also like to go through and check performance by market cap as opposed to just industries. So if I go to market cap, let's say 1 to 5 billion, and then week to date. So 3.8% on 1 to 5 billion. Mid caps 4.3% almost, and large caps 3.4. This is looking pretty good. Mega caps 3, so coming down a little more to market performance as we go up in cap. So Terra caps 2.9. So I mean, solid. Nothing sticks out really to me with that. They're all up, 3+% essentially, with 5 to 10 billion cap, about 100 bips better than the rest of or better than the next highest one. So, yeah, nothing really to get out of that other than, yeah, it just backs up that the rally was pretty broad based, and yeah, money was flowing all over the place. So, okay, we do have. So not this past week, but the week before, we got a oversold signal on the market. This was on the 17th, so Thursday, and we've sort of been working through that signal. So we have, how many days do we have left on it? So the 17th, the signal will go 10 days. Let me just switch this to 6 months so no one gets confused. Okay, so 6 month oversold on the 17th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 6 days in of 10. So this signal will expire at the end of July 1st. Okay, and how much are we up so far? So 421.97, and we're closed Friday at 426.61. So 4.5 points ish. 4.5 on 421 is a little over 1%. So whatever, it's 1% and change. If we go to intelligence, 6 month oversold. So after 5 days, we tend to be up 1.35%, which is, this number is a little higher than the 1.1%, but not by much. I mean, in a day it could come in line. And then by the end of the cycle, we're I'm going to use the word owed, but basically if we're up 1% now, in the next 5 days, we are generally up 3%. This market basically owes us, 2% rally is how I see it. So I think you kind of have to just err on the bullish side here. I mean, these signals are really good as far as especially the overbought, oversold signals. So it's hard to find a reason to fade them generally. Let's just see. I want to check one more thing. So if we're planning for a continued rally this week, let's see what intelligence has to say. I kind of use this. I basically have all the ETFs in here and then just apply intelligence to them to see which ones are expected to have good returns. So intelligence tech average percent return. This is a 5-day return, so it pretty much lines up perfect with a 1 week outlook. And what do we have here? So FANG number 1, and then mid caps. So that's pretty broad. Cannabis sector could be interesting for a trade, and small caps. Okay, so good stuff here. I mean, basically stuff up and down the market. So FANGs are large tech companies, and then we have a couple mid cap and small cap ETFs. So the bottom end of the cap range is supposed, quote unquote, supposed to do pretty well as well. And then Nugget. So I don't know, maybe gold miners catch a bounce here. We saw earlier that it was one of the few laggard sectors the past week. So maybe a catch-up trade there. I mean, lot to choose from here this week, it looks like. So, yeah, I think this is a good place to start. And we'll see how it goes this week. See everybody on Monday inside Stocklabs if you're a subscriber. And the rest of you, I guess you can just tune in next week or next weekend. And we'll see if this recap was worth anything, and we'll do another one. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.